Welcome to Progress Over Perfection here on Edge Radio Australia. The expert is in the room. There we go. It is great to see you, Mauro. Fantastic to have you in the studio. It's been too long, my friend.
Last week.
It's last week.
Last week.
It feels like longer.
Last week we talked about sex, if you remember.
Baby,
or 2 weeks ago. And
Maybe
then
that's
last
why it
week
felt so long
we
ago.
talked about
Hey, a week is a long time without sex. Okay.
can be a long time.
Oh, there you go. I've just let far too much of my lifestyle out. Anyway, apart from that, lovely to see Terry is back with us to join because we are going to talk about sex, right? And, well, we do need a female perspective. So we've dragged you from the other studio,
Yes.
okay? You were trying to escape, and we said, no. We need you.
I was just wanting another glass of wine.
That's all it takes. It really is.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, she's a cheap date.
Cheap date. But you know what? Edge Radio is a family.
Absolutely.
And
my friend.
sometimes we just sit around the table, we talk about stuff. Why not?
Why
That's
not
right.
indeed?
Yeah? Why not?
Agree.
Love that thought.
Yeah.
Well, you've given us some questions, so we are
Yes.
going to be a little bit formalised on that front
Yes.
because otherwise, let's face it, if I'm talking about sex, this might need a different time zone, right? Okay, so we'll stick with that. But I think before we jump into the questions, sex is one of those great taboos, right?
Mhm.
We don't talk about it, or we talk about it not enough, and it is such a fundamentally massive part of our lives, right? And our relationships. And some relationships are based on it. I've had those. Some relationships have got, no chemistry. I've had those, right?
Yes.
I think we can all kind of probably identify with that to a degree. So, mate, this is what you do for a living. You talk to people about their relationships.
Yes.
And I would assume that this subject is one of the biggies that comes up a lot.
Well, it's my favorite.
Your favourite.
It's my favorite.
Again, now says a lot about you.
Well, but if you think everything we do
Mhm.
there is some kind of eroticism that what we do,
Yeah.
and the way that we work, the way we express, the way that we want to convince other people that we're good enough.
Mhm.
There's some sexual chemistry in what we do every single day.
Yep.
Now, if you think the expectation that we don't talk about love and how love actually happen in our lives, okay, is absolutely crazy,
It is.
because the best thing we can do is fall in love sometimes.
The best thing.
The best thing we can
I'm
do.
a believer that love is the foundation of life, right?
Yeah.
I really think it's the most important thing.
It's
right?
a great experience.
Yeah.
It's where you grow.
Yeah.
Love, when you are with your partner, is where you grow the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
See, I
that.
just,
Love.
my mind, I became a 15-year-old boy when you said that comment, but there you go. All right.
But this is why I think is, if you think the person that you're going to live with is the person that trigger your insecurity, to trigger your fear, and help you, if you have a good partner, help you to evolve.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
You become a better
course you
person in a good relationship.
Yep. Okay.
Every relationship will leave you something good.
Well, this is true. Now, there are already questions coming through, so that's always a bit scary.
Ooh.
Okay, and hang on. Look, Miss Martine is with us, so there we go. I just said scary right now. Where are we now? What is? Oh boy, the dirty word relationship and what? Yes, you know what? There is another chair over there,
Oh, dear.
and you'd be very welcome if you wanted to head over there.
Uh,
So, and of course, I'm going to have a little 15-year-old comment as well. So there we go. She said she popped up there. A bit of a smexy time. So, all right, fantastic. All right, mate. Shall I jump into these questions?
Yes,
Let's
go.
do this. I'm not used to this formal kind of thing, but I'll give it a crack, right?
Well,
Why
that is a guideline. Then if you have more
yeah.
questions, just put it on, and I try to give you the
I
best.
reckon we might have some questions.
I think so. And
Yeah.
you know what? Like, much like anything in life
Yeah.
that I'm teasing, and much like sex, I guess. Okay,
I love
so
you teasing.
exactly. Is love more a chemistry or a choice? Now, I'm very interested to hear your opinion on this.
Well, love start with chemistry. Okay, the attraction start with the chemistry.
Yep.
Then, of course, becomes something different. Yeah, but at the beginning, when you met someone, you just connect the eyes. You have this spark. Okay, you have these feelings that you don't know why you want to jump on this person.
Mhm.
Yeah, you want be with this person.
Yeah.
Okay, that is chemistry. Okay, it's a
Right.
mix, it's a cocktail of chemistry.
Mm.
There's dopamine,
Yeah.
there is oxytocin. Yeah, you have all these hormones that help you to bond with your partner. Yeah, so and then of course with time, it becomes something that you must work on the relationship if you want to build.
So does
The
that mean
relationship.
that the chemistry starts to wear off?
Yes, it does.
Ah,
It does.
I
Usually,
have questions.
it takes 2 years
Right.
for a long-term relationship. Okay, 2 years love to fade if you don't work on the love the relationship.
Okay.
Then there is relationship, for example, that you have this huge fire, okay, and then fade very quick,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and then it's because maybe just chemistry, just there's nothing else on
Okay.
top of that. But usually in a long-term relationship, if you don't work on the bond of the relationship, it takes 2 years to fade.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Do you think chemistry is important? Because I've actually heard that sometimes it's not just about the chemistry. So how important is chemistry in a love relationship?
Well, to start, you need chemistry.
Right.
Yeah.
You have the
I'm
chemical.
going to butt in on this because
Yes.
the questions just come in
Yes.
from Martine. Physical chemistry versus soul chemistry. And I think this is just
Ah,
lines up with what you just said. So thought I'd bring it in.
Yeah.
Of
That's a good
course,
one.
of course, the soul chemistry is important, but the soul chemistry is like when you know someone, it comes after.
Mhm.
Mm.
So, for example, you meet someone, okay,
Yeah.
and with this someone, you have that light.
Yep.
That you know, it look like that you have met this person
Before.
10 years earlier.
Sure.
Okay, that is chemistry.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, then of course it depends on what kind of hormones are involved. Okay, then it depends what kind of relationship you're going to have with that person. But even with a friend, okay,
Yeah.
you have this bond with
Yeah.
with someone.
Mm.
You know, you not understand what is why you become friend with someone that you never met before.
So true, though. You feel like you've known them for years. They step into your life.
Yes.
You kind of go, this is one of my people, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. And
Yes.
sometimes that's in a friendship, guys, and other times it is in a relationship of a romantic or sexual type. Yeah.
absolutely. And then of course you then start to know the person. Then you decide if the person can be actually your friend or not. But you have that spark. You say, yeah, I like this guy. There's
Yeah.
something this guy or this woman that I like it. Then depends how much you want to get involved. Okay, then
Yeah.
you build a kind of relationship.
Yes. I mean, I'd like to comment that with chemistry,
Mhm.
you know, the latest movie that's out with Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson.
Yes. Yeah.
And they are literally, you don't know.
Well, it's
I'm
not
going,
Liam Neeson. Oh,
are
no,
they-
sorry, it is.
are
It is. I made a
Are,
mistake. Yeah.
are they actually really in love? They do have chemistry,
Right.
but there's a lot of talk
Mm.
that they're doing that to sell their movie at the box office
Okay.
because people love to see chemistry between
Of
people.
course it is.
So if people, you know, if there's chemistry and then they're kind of got this like heated up love thing happening
Absolutely.
and they are really good together.
Right.
But there's been, I haven't seen the movie
Right.
yet.
because it's a Naked Gun remake.
The
I know
Naked
exactly,
Gun,
yeah.
yeah.
I
But
love the original.
And I
Loved
love,
the original.
I love that she's so good looking and he just says, take a chair. She grabs the chair and she starts walking away with it, you know. And, you know, but the chemistry is so volatile that people want to go and see the movie to watch their chemistry.
A point coming up there again for Martine, and Martine, let's be honest, you're big on your soul stuff. I get that, I mean that's this is kind of your area of genius for to mention another sort of show, but your soul chemistry there, can it be present from the beginning? Your awareness of soul. Do you think this? So you meet someone and from very, very, very early on, you click and you go, "Whoa, we've got a soul connection." Our hearts are linked.
Personally, I don't believe in a soulmate.
Okay.
Oh,
Personally,
yeah.
that's interesting.
I think everybody can be a soulmate.
Yeah.
Depends how much work you want to put in the soulmate. I'll tell you this story. Years ago, I met this lady, okay, and she started to talk about this guy, this wonderful guy that everybody in his family, in her family, were loving him. Okay, that this guy was the soulmate. Okay, was a soulmate, was the perfect guy for her.
Okay.
I asked her, where is this guy? This guy was at the other side of the country.
Okay.
I'll say, okay, so this soulmate guy
Mhm.
is going to move here? No. So that is not a soulmate guy. You want to believe that he's a soulmate,
Mhm.
but actually he's the other side of the country and you're here. So you build your beliefs about
Of
this
course
guy.
you do. Look,
Mm.
I actually used to believe in soulmates. Okay. I watched my mum and I watched my dad and I thought, my God, they're two
Mm.
people that, that's it's just there. Right. And
Mhm.
it was it looked so beautiful. Right.
Mm.
I later through life discovered that, okay, well, this one's not my soulmate. This one's not my soulmate. This one's not my soulmate. And I realized that quite frankly, it's a case of not finding Miss Right. It's kind of Miss Right now. Okay. Honestly,
Mm.
it's the person who suits your life at that particular time.
Yes.
I would have loved to have met somebody in my, say, 2021, whatever, fallen in love, been married for, the rest of my life until I dropped dead. Okay.
Mm.
But certainly in today's world where, everybody's looking at the grass being greener on the other side
Yeah.
and all of that, I think that kind of world is so gone now that, you have to kind of embrace love and emotion for the time you get it.
Mhm.
And then once it's sort of over, then you move on to another one.
Yes, but at the same time, I believe that if you really want to keep your soulmate,
Yep.
because the soulmate, if you don't work in a relationship, even if you really believe that you have a soulmate,
Mm.
you have to work in a relationship, because otherwise the soulmate fly away.
Will fly away. I was just thinking
Yeah.
that.
So soulmate is, if you want to call soulmate, call a soulmate.
Mm.
But relationship need work.
Yeah.
Need
Yeah,
presence,
of
yeah.
course.
consistency. You need
Yes.
friendship. You
Yeah.
need to be there
Mm.
and want to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask the question then? What kind of work does a relationship need? So let's say two people, they get married,
Mm.
they love each other,
Mhm.
and everything else. And I didn't fight a lot
Mm.
with either of one of my husbands.
Mhm.
I just didn't. It wasn't the
That
thing.
wasn't your thing.
And I was told afterwards that was the problem.
Mm.
Yeah, look, I
That-
think
that-
you need a
that
little
you
conflict.
need
Kind
a
of
little bit
is
of-
important.
Because but can you tell me what do you do to keep that fire alive,
Mm.
or what are some of the things that you
Mm.
would suggest?
Well, usually I work in three ways. Okay, for me there is three things are very important. Of course, you have a friendship, and you have intimacy. Okay, but I describe like when you build a house, you need a fundamental, the foundation, and then you need the two main wall. Okay, to start to build the house.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so you have the friendship, that is the base.
Hmm. Okay.
Then you have the commitment, that is
The
the
pillars.
one wall, and the other wall that you have trust. You have trust and respect. Okay, so if you have these three,
Mm.
you already start to have
Okay.
a relationship. But the friendship is what keep both,
Oh my
Up.
gosh.
because
Sorry
without
to my-
friendship,
Sorry to my first husband.
without
Probably a
friendship,
bit late now, but okay.
without friendship, you cannot have a relationship.
I agree with you, but
Mm.
I also think that trust wall is fundamentally massively important. Right?
Oh no, absolutely,
Yeah,
Trustful.
absolutely.
Of course it
Yes.
would be.
Right. It's oh my God, it's so pertinent to my life right now. It's hilarious. But if without trust, you don't have a relationship.
Mm.
And what
Yeah.
I find often happens far too often now is that one member of the relationship does not have trust. They've been burnt before, or they've got
Yes.
inherent problems, or whatever.
It's your friendship that has been broken.
Explain that to me.
The past relationship.
The friend, if you have friendship,
Yeah.
if you work on your friendship, you work on communication,
Mhm.
you work on listening, you work on understanding, you work on be compassionate,
Okay.
because with your best friend,
Yep.
you accept them for everything for
Sure.
what they have.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't really care. For example, if you buy a new couch, you put a new couch in your house. Okay, it's brand new.
Mhm.
White color with beautiful leather. Okay, your best friend come home with a glass of wine like this one.
Mhm. Yeah.
Let's get drunk. At one point, the wine go on the couch. The couch is ruined.
Staining.
Happened to my pool table. Just saying.
Okay, the couch is ruined. Okay, with your friend, you know what you say? You know what you say with your friend?
What do you say?
No worries,
See
mate.
ya.
And that's exactly my
No
mate
worries,
spilled
mate.
red wine on my pool table.
No
Okay.
worries, mate.
No
I
worries,
was like,
mate.
No worries, mate.
No worries, mate. I give you another glass of wine. We can clean up.
We
Yeah.
can clean up. Yeah.
If that's the same thing as
Exactly
your
that's it.
partner,
Mm.
you start to go crazy. Why you so stupid? Why you don't think about when you do stuff?
Mhm.
Why you don't pay attention? The difference between how we treat our partner, how we treat our friends
Friends.
is huge.
Oh, that's
So
an
if you
interesting
work
concept.
on your friendship
Mm.
and you treat your partner as your best friend,
Yep.
you are already half of the opera. When you have something that can kill the trust in some ways, if you have enough friendship,
Yep.
so you put enough. It's like when you save the money, you put the money in the bank account,
Mhm.
okay, in a stormy day,
Yep.
okay, you're going to take some money for the stormy day.
Yeah.
It's the same. If you have a good friendship,
Yep.
you have enough money, love money to
Mm.
put when the things don't go well.
Mhm. Okay.
That is the thing.
Oh, okay.
This is why I work first
Yeah.
on rebuild the friendship
Yeah.
of the couple.
Mhm.
I get that. I really do.
So it doesn't deficit the account.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
So when you are friends, you play, you
Mm.
date, you spend time together,
Mhm.
you hug, you kiss, you spend time together, and that is what is important.
yeah.
Spend time
You got to have
together.
fun though, don't you?
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah,
have
that's right.
fun. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to jump to the next question because guess what? I reckon we could stay on that all night. Let's be frank. Okay. So why do some crushes fade and other ones last?
It's about what is the plan for the couple.
Okay.
Okay. There is a big difference between the two ways to enter in relationship. One is make the choice to be in a relationship. One is you fade in the relationship. What do you mean? Let's say me and Aaron, we are a couple. Okay.
He does this often.
This
I like him, but he's just got the wrong gear. But anyway.
this happened.
Oh, my goodness.
So me and Aaron, we are in a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
I live
Could
in
have
the
been
city.
worse, I suppose.
I live in the city. He lives like now in a valley. Okay. He said, you know what? I work in the city. I come to stay with you for a couple of days a week.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start to take in the toothbrush, the
Mhm.
toothpaste, then the underwear, but slowly you fade.
It does happen.
Yeah. You fade in the relationship. You
Why?
fade.
Why
you
do you
fade.
fade? Why? Because of the toothbrush.
No, you fade inside. No, you fade inside. So
I'm
you start.
confused.
Yeah.
You start to have you start to be in relationship
Yeah. Okay.
fading.
Okay.
Oh, is
Oh,
that
you
not-
fade into it.
into
used to
it?
fade
Oh,
into
you
it.
come
Okay.
together.
Gotcha.
Like.
Okay.
We come together in that
Come
way.
together. Oh, I got it now. Yeah. Okay, so I'm a bit
Sorry.
thick.
So,
So coming together.
Right.
coming
Got it.
together.
Mm.
So, but it's not that I say, Aaron, I really want you to be with me, come to live with me, and we're going to create a future
How do you
relationship.
feel about
Okay,
that?
that
Sorry.
is one to work.
I was complimenting his hair earlier, but there you go.
I know.
So one it is one to work
Yep.
because we decide to
Mm.
start have a relationship.
So that's where the
together.
work starts.
The
Yes.
work,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the other one that you fade in, you haven't talked about how and why and what.
Mhm.
So what is the future? What is the goal? What do you want in that?
Is
We
that
want.
important?
It's very important.
Oh my god.
Okay. Right. I'm
It's
going to have.
basic.
My last marriage should have never
It's
lasted.
basic.
I'm going to have the honest conversation. And I actually had a conversation about this very recently with my best friend, who is a woman. Okay, so I've got that perspective. And she said, well, we were talking about how relationship starts and that, and I said, you know, then all of a sudden you wake up one day and then her toothbrush is there and she's got a drawer, and like that's what I always
Yeah,
have.
hair dries in there.
Yeah. But
And a
that's
comb.
every relationship
it.
I've ever had. It's
Oh,
like
no.
all of a sudden I go, holy shit, we're living together. How did that happen? And there's never been a
That is
talk.
fading. Yeah.
There's never been a conversation
that's
ever.
fading.
Right?
That's fading.
Oh.
And Megan said to me, yeah, she goes, yeah, that's how we do it.
Yeah.
Right. So
Oh,
she
okay.
said, she sort of said that's, you know, very much the MO of, you know, a lot of
Right.
women. That's how they get into someone's life. And it's happened to me every
Wow.
single time
Yeah.
that I found that, oh, hang on.
Gee.
Yeah, all of a
So
sudden.
people just sneak into your pocket?
yeah. Yeah. So I wake up one day and go, hang on.
And that's what
what's going on
fading
here?
is.
And then you find that you live it with this person that you never really wanted because you're not sure about what's going on.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
it's
start to
happened.
actually understand that the person
Right.
is not yours because you haven't talked about what you're going to do. So like you want to have kids.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a long-term relationship? What do you want to do
Yes.
in 5 years' time? Maybe I want to be in Africa, save the
Yep.
children in Africa
Mm.
in 5 years' time. But you come to live with me because maybe you want to change me, or you want to
Oh,
maybe you believe that I will change my mind. I will stay
Yeah.
because you.
yes.
So you haven't talked about these things.
yes.
So it's important that
Do you
talk
think
about
that that's a bit of a disaster
it. Oh yeah,
in relationships?
absolutely.
Ooh, that's
Conversation about money,
interesting.
kids,
Yeah.
and what you want to
Yeah.
do in life. Those are the three conversations that you at first date.
Mm.
Question number one: do you want to have kids? Yes, no.
No, that's terrifying.
Ah,
Yeah.
You know, one of
Well,
my,
if you're not-
children
if you're
broke
not-
up with their partner because of that one.
Yeah. But okay,
Yeah.
I think a couple of dates in, that's okay.
Mm.
And also, no.
No. Why wasting
not
time?
the first
Why wasting
one.
time?
Hey?
The first day.
Yeah, of course.
You'd ask them about
on,
that.
hold-
I think the
No,
other person would run.
listen to me. You go out with someone, okay? You stay out 2-3 hours,
Yep.
okay, drinking and eating, okay?
Correct.
What are you talking about?
Chocolate? I don't know.
Most first dates are a job interview. Okay.
Oh, dear.
Well, okay. Certainly, when it comes to women, it seems to be in today's world, it's a job interview, right? So, in my eyes, okay, and oh, geez, you know, hate me for this, but this is the truth. Women tend to be giving you a job interview, and you're spending as much time
do
as
they
you
have
can.
a list? Do they tick?
Some do.
Tick, tick,
Some
tick.
do. I've had that
Well,
experience.
you should have two.
Oh,
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
Oh,
I'm-
yes.
God, I'm just
Oh,
thinking,
yes.
how do I get this woman naked? That's all I can. I'm just teasing.
This is why women have the interview.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So, but what I'm getting at is we kind of come from two different places.
Yeah.
But one person is giving a job interview, right,
Yeah.
and is ticking boxes, and the other one, honestly, most blokes are just going, you know, like, I think you're pretty, you know, and how can I impress you enough to get you to the next step?
How
That's
can
what we're most
How
guys
can
are
I
doing.
impress you enough to get you naked?
Yeah, that's right. That's
oh
right.
my gosh!
That is
Sorry,
right.
I
Yeah,
didn't mean to
and
act that way.
understand if you want to have a hookup, I understand that.
Yeah.
But if you want to build a long-term relationship, if you go out, if you want to find someone that to build something, you must have a conversation about topics that are not just what
Sexual.
underwear you
Look,
wear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bit of transparency. I'm joking, just
Yeah,
more
of
than
course, of course.
more than a tad, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, the fundamentals of the difference of the people coming from a different side, I really see. And the other thing I see is I'm not going to lie, I would really struggle to ask a woman at the first date if she wants children, if she's looking for long term, whatever. You know,
I would.
So
I
do you
did.
recommend that? To
Oh,
her?
yeah, absolutely.
You do recommend
Absolutely.
that. So if you go on a first date,
Absolutely.
you're sitting down, you're at a restaurant. Hi, how you going? Oh, I just met you.
But don't have to be.
Do you want to have children?
Yes. Well,
you
what's,
know,
You know, between my lips
no.
and your brains.
listen,
look what we can build here. Look at this.
listen. If me and you we go out, okay, between one glass of wine and a meal, I ask, well, look, what do you want to do in the next 5 years? It's a silly question. If you cannot answer that, you're out.
I couldn't answer it right now anyway.
Well, it depends where you
But
are
what
in
do you
that
want to-
particular
but what
stage of
do you
your
want to do in life?
What do you want to do in life?
What do you want
So
to-
what are the consequences? So let's just say you have people that fly by the seat of their pants.
Yeah.
Like my husband and I do and did. So then what? You don't make plans for the future. You don't have it. You're just
Correct.
living by the seat of your pants.
Correct.
Like literally.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm not
If-
even joking. You think I'm making it up? I'm not joking.
Correct.
But that's
If you're someone that won't have a family in the
Yeah.
future,
Yeah.
okay, say okay, you start to go out with someone, okay, because now in a hookup culture is you're going to sleep with this person the first night, okay. Now, let's say that you spend 3, 4, 5 years with the person, and you never talked about do you want to have a family?
Yep.
That is a thing that you should be discussed at the first date, not after, because it's a huge things that can make a difference between someone that is good or not. Why wasting time with someone that then if you want to just have a hookup, have some fun, that is another conversation.
Okay.
But if you want to build something, you must have conversation about what you believe, what you don't believe. You want to have kids? You don't want to have
I
kids.
am genuinely, really, really interested in this conversation because I've, number one, never been on the market. And number two, I've never been in the market on this day and age.
This day and age is a very different world. Like it's just a totally different place.
with this online business. So can I just get something straight about this thing about finding out about kids on the first date? What if you sit down, you're on a blind date, you met each other online, you sit down and then you start talking, but do you discuss it even before you assess whether you are
You can send a message and say, ask her.
chemistry?
Yeah, why not? I suggest every woman that don't want to have a hookup or men don't want to have a hookup, just write on top, I don't want to have a hookup. I'm open to long-term relationship and I want to have kids. Just these 3 sentences wipe out 50% of population.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
you're
gosh.
very right on that.
Did you do that?
Well, okay, I'm going to tell you a real life example. So, I'm going to say 2 months ago, roughly, I'll check my phone and find out exactly, but about 2 months ago, I was talking to a girl on Bumble, and everything's going very well. Bumble, yeah, that's one where the girls choose you rather than the other way around, right? All
My
good.
daughter's on there.
Let's be very honest, in life, the women always make the choice. Let's be very honest there, right? But okay, which is a great thing. But anyway, that's what Bumble's about. I'm on there, and I'm talking to this girl. It's all very cool. She's saying, and she's telling me, it says there she's looking for a long-term relationship. Great, all kind of yada yada. Everything's very positive. It's all long-term. We have great conversation. Then we actually ring each other, have a chat. We the long-term thing is mentioned again by her, right? Okay. We went out, got there, had dinner, had drinks. She asked me back to her place, and boom! I'm telling you right now, she had no intention of a long-term relationship. I was slam bam, thank you, man. I was there I was there on her request. Services rendered, right? That's what it was about. Yeah. 2 days. Thanks very much. See you later.
Cheek of it.
But that's how it happens now, and people don't.
But it's always
I'm
been
being
like
honest.
this.
Pardon?
It's always been like this.
She used you up.
She used me.
Oh my
That
God.
is so bad.
Guys, can I say one thing?
You can
That
say
I think my opinion about this can be maybe can make some enemy. Okay, the online dating
Lion dating.
the online dating is not different than the old way to do dating. The only difference is the way that you meet the people. Okay, in the old age, you would go at the bar.
Yep.
Okay, maybe you were drunk. You will see someone. Okay, that from drunk you thought that he was cute or she was cute.
You
From
didn't
drunk,
say lion
okay.
drunk.
From drunk,
Yeah.
from your
Beer
drunkenness.
goggles on.
Okay, so then
Yep.
you sleep with the person.
Yep.
Okay, you wake up in the morning that you don't drink.
And then you chew your arm
you
off to
haven't
get away
drunk.
from her.
You're not drunk anymore. You say, "Oh my God, what I've done." Okay, the online dating is the same. You have to go out with this person
You do.
to go in bed with them.
Yep.
Otherwise, hey, if you want to have online jiggy, that is another thing. Jiggy. That is another thing. All right? But it's the same. It's change the dispositive that we use to connect with the other person. In an old age, if you go out and you say, no, I won't just have serial relationship, you don't hook up with the first one. Like today, if someone wants to have a long-term relationship, don't hook up with the first coming up.
Really?
But if
But
you
what
ask,
if you really like them? What if they're the right
well,
one?
if
Yeah,
you
you
want,
never
if
know,
you
right?
want to hook up, if you want to do that, that is your choice. Okay, is your choice. It's not online dating is worse than the other one. It's just different,
It is-
and you can.
it's very different.
At the end of the day, it's
Yep,
you
yep.
that choose what you're going to do with that date.
I don't think I'm going to be very good at that.
Well, I'm going to throw Martine's comment up here because everyone has a different level of communication and openness. Children, 5-year plan. I would run a country mile, and I'm with you on this one, Martina. And I
She's a
appreciate
country girl.
Yeah,
She's
no,
a country girl.
But I appreciate.
so,
Look, this is conversation. We're supposed to have a little
That's
bit of discourse,
conversation.
right? Exactly right.
yeah.
So if we all agreed, geez, life would be dull. I want to get to know someone on a friendship level
5
before
to 6
children.
date.
Yeah, 5, 6 dates
Conversation.
first.
No, no.
5, 6 dates.
Let me explain a little bit.
But before you do,
Yeah.
may I just
Country.
Yes.
add this?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a phenomenon I have noticed personally, and I'd be interested in other men have discovered the same thing. I have been, dating over the last whatever, period of life. And when you say to a woman that you're not looking, you are looking for something long term, and that you actually, like I actually said, this is going back a bit, I said, look, I have a habit of getting into relationships too easily. I'd like to date for a while and I think really spend some time with you before we took it to the next level, right? Okay. So, and then, oh my God, that's fantastic. Guys don't talk like that. Guys aren't like that, whatever. Or like, great. You go back and you drop them at their house and you give them a kiss goodnight, and then they
And
get
they're
angry
there.
at you. No, then they get angry at you because then if you leave, you rejected them.
Serious.
Happened to
Even
me.
on the first date.
This has happened to me.
Okay, it can happen.
Yeah. But I mean,
it happened with everybody.
Yeah, I believe in personal growth, right? And my
Yeah.
personal growth is I
Of course.
used to jump
Mm.
way too quick, right? So now,
you're trying to
I
take
made
it
the
easy.
jokes before, but,
But
the
then
truth
they
is,
felt rejected. Is
Yeah.
that what it was?
yeah, they felt
Oh,
rejected.
that's their problem. That's their problem.
It's a shame she
Don't
was
you
cute.
reckon?
No,
Oh,
absolutely.
Damn.
Damn.
Guys, the thing is, these kind of things happen at every level for any gender in any situation. Okay, can happen for everybody. You meet someone that is a great person, but with you doesn't click, with someone else will.
Yeah.
Okay. About the question about the kids, it's not that you have to go there and say, "Hey, you want to have kids in the next 5 years?" No, but if you want to have a long-term relationship, have an understanding what do you want to do in the next 5 years, 10
Yeah.
years.
Okay.
What is your project in life? You want to have a business, or you want to travel? What do you want to do? They say, well, I would love to travel around the world and discover what's happening in Amazonia. Now you understand that probably if you want to have a family in the next 5 years, it won't be there.
It's not a good fit.
It's not a good fit. Do you believe in in God or not?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe in God. I don't believe in God. That can be a problem, or can you be a problem? What God you believe? Are you Muslim? Are you Christian? Okay, that can be a problem.
Yes.
Can be a situation that means the conversation should be a boxing ticking,
yes. Yes.
Understand if the person that you have in front of you can actually be a good fit for you, your beliefs.
Yeah, because otherwise it's called unequally yoked,
Yes.
apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
What is
Hey.
called? Sorry.
Yeah, unequally yoked. If
Okay.
you get two people that end up, one's like one religion and the other's the other, or one's an atheist and the other one,
Okay.
and then that's considered as unequally yoked.
Can
apparently,
become.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But if
Martine,
you-
to answer your question, yes, I do. All right.
yes, you do. What?
Yes, I
You're
do.
going to have to expand on that. You're on
Apparently,
radio.
it's just you put-
Come on.
Maybe
Barry.
you attack hornbags.
Oh.
That's a joke again.
okay.
Oh, I tell you what, got to be serious.
But you
about
did
this.
have to say it, because otherwise, how would your radio people
Oh,
know?
they wouldn't know.
what
They'd
you're
be in
talking
the
about?
dark here.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to ask if this is a fact. All right.
Okay.
Can we draw a line under this?
Yes.
True love should be easy.
No.
No. No.
What do you mean with easy?
Well,
Easy.
easy, cruisy, goes with the flow.
No.
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 There's no relationship at
What?
cruising.
What you mean, chunky and clunky?
No. Relationship.
You don't like technology?
Oh, I bet that sounds like my sex life. But all right.
if you want to have a easy relationship, have a dog.
Yay. Wait, yeah, hey.
Have a
that's
dog, you
great
feed
point.
them, they always agree with you, they're happy when you go back home.
Yeah.
But you cannot have a easy Of course, don't have to be complicated,
Yeah.
but you cannot expect that you don't have conflict.
Mm.
You have conflict because without conflict, you don't grow.
Before I mentioned my mum and dad, and that's what I grew up and I observed, and what I thought, that's how relationship worked. There was conflict from time to time,
Yeah.
right? They were perfect for each other, but they sometimes had conflict, and I'm totally cool with that. I think that they're two different people. They can't just have the same opinion. on everything.
Exactly. Yes.
The romantic relationship is the hardest because it is the sum of two relationships with other people, and you bring inside a one relationship.
Yes.
So your relationship with your parents, your relationship with your friends, your relationship with yourself, plus the other one, all in the same spot, is the hardest.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you have a good relationship, you have clashes.
Yeah.
But you say the difference is, I'm very upset with you right now, but I still love you anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's important.
You don't talk about divorce. You don't talk about I'm going to break you up. Even if in the worst place, Now, must be difficult? Not that difficult, but cannot be easy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you don't have a relationship.
No, you got conflict.
See,
Yes.
that's a very good. That's really powerful.
It really
If
is.
you don't have conflict, you don't have
don't
a
have a
relationship. Oh man.
You have a conflict with yourself. What do you think? You don't have
Yeah.
conflict with someone else that live with you every single day for the next
Jesus, I
40
need to
years?
come on the show
I know.
more
You
often.
will.
I'm a delight. I'm just perfectly good. So that's easy. Everyone should live with me. Not. All right. Let's have a look at this. Jeez. How about I could write not an essay. I could write a novel. In fact, I could write a series on this. Okay. Worst relationship advice you have ever seen or online.
Okay. I give you two.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he knows. Look at that.
I give you two.
It's ready to fire.
You go.
One, I think happy wife, happy life
Hate it.
So corny. Corny.
is the and I'm sorry, but is the old way to see a marriage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A happy wife, happy life
I agree with
is the worst thing someone can think,
that.
because you push away from the picture the happiness of the man.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
So both
Yeah.
of them,
Yeah.
both of them must be somehow happy in their relationship.
Great.
So happy husband, happy wife,
Yeah.
happy life.
Yeah. Gosh, now I know why Ian hated that saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he's the one
Yes.
who wanted to be happy, not me.
You can both
How
be
dare
happy.
you?
Yes.
It's like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
And the other one, this I do not, I don't get it, and it's for boys. A man should never cry on the shoulder of their partner.
You
Now-
say they shouldn't or they should?
They shouldn't.
They
Here we go.
shouldn't.
Here's the great
I
problem.
don't know about that.
Well, you think that's
Surely.
bad advice?
It's a very wrong advice.
Oh, that's a bad right. Okay, I get it.
Very
Right.
wrong advice.
That's more.
I'm going to disagree, and I'll tell you
Mm.
why. I think
Mm.
in the real world, no, okay, in a perfect world, that is the advice is you should be able to cry on, and you should be able to
You would
confide
think so,
in the
wouldn't you?
woman you love.
Yeah.
Okay,
Why
in
not?
today's world, and in every experience I've ever had, every relationship
Mm.
I've ever had, every time I've been vulnerable, that I've been ever really told a woman I love
Mm.
everything that was really important to me, she used it against me.
Mm.
Every
Ooh.
single time, zero exceptions.
That's a her problem again.
Mm.
You know, and now obviously I haven't dated every woman on
That's
earth,
just evil.
right? Clearly I have a type,
Mhm.
right? Clearly I have a type which is my choices, right?
Yep.
And I take responsibility for my choices. But yeah, I have never ever had that experience of actually having someone I could genuinely trust.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So you've not ever been able to do that?
Just today, I was just actually I was betrayed by someone. Just today.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry for you, Aaron. I'm
Yes.
sorry for you, Aaron. I think
Yeah.
you are very unlucky,
Yeah,
because I must say this: if you have a partner that you cannot, it's not crying.
Mm.
It's not crying, whinging about everything. Okay,
Mm.
because even a man don't want to have a woman to cry about everything. Okay, but when you are in a situation that you need to talk with someone, if you're not able to talk with your partner, means that you're in a wrong partnership. You have a wrong relationship.
Absolutely. I agree
And there's
with that.
nothing to do with the women. It's nothing to do with the
Yeah.
man. It's about the relationship that is not true. I can go home and talk with my wife about my problem and she'll listen to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what about you've had a relationship that's ended and they're still lying about you?
Well, that was a very wrong relationship since the beginning. This is why it probably could be been important at the time. Understand and see the red flags.
Like
since
is
the
it
beginning.
kind of like chasing rainbows a little bit though?
How do you mean?
So for example, if the person has hurt that person after the fact that they've broken up, maybe the person I'm just thinking because I'm not a relationship expert, but I'm just thinking that maybe that person that's hurt may have still thought there was a chance.
No,
And
no, I
therefore-
don't think it's that. I think it's lack of
betrayal as well. And also because someone like you who's extremely loyal and such a good friend and you have
try.
such no, you do. So you care about the people that are around you. And I'm not trying to blow smoke or nothing, but you do. So then somebody, because that's a high value for you and you're very good at it, and somebody else can't meet that, and somebody that you may have held in high esteem, she's let you down or he's let you down.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I do.
Because they can't
I agree
live
with
up
that.
to that
Yeah.
expectation.
No, okay. So I mean, I was looking at a different angle. I was looking at it from the point of view of a person's personal responsibility. If they refuse to accept what they've done, they need to project it onto the other person.
No, of course. Probably this person have a lot of problem with themselves,
I
and
was
they
gonna
don't
say
like
that,
you,
yeah.
or in
It's
some way they
it's not
envious
even
of
like
you.
not like. I think it's just a them problem, isn't it? Really.
Look,
Mm.
to have a relationship, you need to build in a trust
Yep.
and respect. If you are not able to talk about your fear with your partner, you cannot build
That's
respect.
not the one.
I
You
agree.
cannot build trust.
Not your person.
It's not your person. That's true. That's not your person.
Yeah. Well, here I am now. This is not the show's not about me, but
Largest life.
Yeah.
But here I am in my
But
50s.
that's what people want to hear.
Had different experiences and all like that, and I get to the point where, I trust. Here's my problem. My default setting in his life is to trust. Okay,
Yeah.
so I meet someone.
Don't lose that.
I trust them. I want the best for them.
Yeah.
I open my arms to them. Right, that's my default setting, and that for me has made me experience people who are takers, right, and people who like to be the scorpion and sting you on the way out.
Hey, I'm a Scorpio.
Well, I won't
But
say.
I'm a
Well, this show is about sex, and we'll talk about that story later on. No, Scorpios have a reputation.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
An
I
ugly
know.
one.
I know.
Hey?
Ugly one.
Oh, whoa!
Oh, thank you very much.
But not you. Of course.
Excuse
No, of course not.
me, but I am on the cusp. I'm on the
You're on the
cusp.
cusp? All
Libra, Scorpio, but
Well, let's ask one last question before we end the
Yes.
show, because we're going hell over time. Of course, that's
Yeah.
what we do around here.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, jealousy is good or bad?
Bad.
Couldn't agree more. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Bad,
Yeah.
bad, 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 bad.
Yeah.
Bad. For the simple reason, came in many years ago. I was talking with this guy. This guy have a relationship with a lady somewhere else in the world, and he was jealous of this person. But this person was doing everything possible to say, "Hey, I'm loyal." And I told him I wasn't doing this work at the time.
Okay.
But to me, I say, what you get to be jealous? She's the other side of the world. If she wants to do it, she's gonna do
Should
it.
just do it.
Why you waste your time thinking about this stuff?
Yeah, that's right.
If you want to do it,
He's
you
putting
can do
out
it.
there.
she does the same with you. No, so why?
I don't get it.
Get easy. But it's important. This is why it's not a conversation that is very important. You're free to do whatever you want in your life. You do one mistake, you're out. There's nothing better to say something like this to someone. You do whatever you want. your choices.
Yeah.
You do you.
You do you. You're free to make my mistakes
Mhm.
that going to hit the trust.
Yeah.
Well, that can be a problem. What's the best thing?
Well, yeah.
I come from a country that jealousy is something that you have to have, especially the south
It's
of the
crime of a
country.
passion
Really?
in your
Oh
country,
my God.
isn't it? It's
Oh,
crime
the
of
south
a
of
passion.
Italy.
Yes.
The
Really?
south-
You know
yeah,
that? They're
yeah.
so
No, I did not
passionate.
know that.
It's like,
I know they're passionate. I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, you must be jealous
to the
of your
territory.
wife. Okay, jealous. But
Really?
not the women. The women cannot be jealous. But anyway,
Mhm.
the point is, the day I choose to say, no, I'm not jealous anymore, I don't care because I cannot stay with this person 24
1
hours a
second
day.
longer.
I tell you this story. I tell you this story. And this is a true story. Come from my town. Like, it was a couple. They were together for 15 years. And the man was very proud the fact that woman, the wife, would do everything he would say. Okay? She was at home every day,
Yeah.
and she would do everything he would say, and she would never speak with someone else without his control or these things.
Wow.
They stayed together for 15 years.
Okay.
We came to know that during these 15 years, he was having sex once every month with someone different
Oh,
for 15 years.
just like that.
Just like that. Why he was at
like
work?
that.
Why was it? What?
I'm sure it took longer than that.
Why he was at work?
Mm,
She was doing whatever she wanted. Okay.
yeah.
Now they got divorced,
Mhm.
of course.
Mm.
She got married again with another person.
Yeah.
Very different approach. She never see anybody else. And she say, I did it only because he was such a
Yes.
beep
Okay.
that everything I could have done to him
Yeah.
was that. My problem, I couldn't walk out because I didn't have the economical base to get out from the marriage.
Okay.
Because the pressure of the family, because the pressure of the cultural things.
Yep.
As soon as she got out, she found someone else that was nicer, was better. She never saw anybody else. They're still together with the second person.
Yep.
The second dude, they've been
Interesting.
together for 35 years. They stay together. They have a beautiful kids. They've been in love. So jealousy is actually what kills your relationship.
Right.
Jealousy to
yeah.
me, it comes back to that wall of trust, right?
Yeah.
Like if you can't trust someone, don't be with them. It's
Don't be
really
that.
that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah,
Yes.
simple.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gee, that could have opened up a can of worms right there, actually. But anyway, yeah. I know.
Maybe that's all. Okay, we'll do a whole show just on
I was
trust.
just thinking
That'll
that.
probably take about
Oh,
4 or
yeah.
5 hours.
Another 5 hours.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thanks guys for tonight. Really, really cool. And well,
I
thank
learned
you,
so
Terry.
much.
For
Thank you, Terry, to
hanging
stay
out.
and to
Thank you. I
participate in
didn't do
this.
much, but it was really interesting. I learned so much.
No,
Thank
no,
you.
you've got a different perspective, and that's what we need, right? Yeah. I mean, all three of us are very different people,
Oh, yeah.
right? We've all had very different experiences, and that's the great thing. You have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, we might not agree on everything, but like, okay, I've learned things from you. I've
Yeah.
learned things from you.
Yeah.
That's how it should work.
I will learn
Yeah.
from you.
Oh yeah, all the
Absolutely.
mistakes.
Absolutely.
They're
No,
not what not to do. Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely, absolutely. Your life
He's so
experience is such big. You have such a big life experience that you could teach people
could teach
life.
anything.
Oh, well,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He is a teacher, though. That's why
He's
he's
a
on
teacher,
radio.
yeah.
Mm.
Thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate you being part of the show called.
Progress over perfection.
I love that name.
Ciao.
I really do.
Woohoo.
Fantastic. Of course, if you like this, and of course you did because it's fantastic, like, subscribe, all those things. And you have also, by the way, just so you know, get onto YouTube. There's a great list of all your shows. You can actually watch as a playlist and enjoy them.
I already reached 500,000 viewers.
Wow.
No, I don't know. I asked.
Okay.
That was a question.
Oh, I thought he's just
Yes.
I haven't checked.
I did.
Of course.
Sounds good to me.
I did.
All right.
I'm
Let's go
famous.
with that.
Thank you. If you want a signature, you can come here. I'll give you a signature. Okay.
Thanks very much. Thanks for being part of the show
Ciao.
here on Edge Radio Australia.